cutting carbohydrates from your diet completely will not eliminate diabetes or other chronic illnesses. Fasting alone is not enough to control your blood sugar levels. High protein diet and zero carbohydrate diet is not the ultimate solution to control diabetes. If you stop taking carbohydrates, you might have done yourself some good, but also caused your body so much harm. Blood sugar control is not all about carbohydrates. In fact, carbohydrates are the primary energy sources our organ systems need for survival. So one would ask, what are the real issues? The real issues are fundamentally determined by your body metabolic needs, and this is informed by the types and the quantities of carbohydrates we consume. My name is Riken. I'm a medical practitioner and a clinical researcher with a focus on diabetes, metabolic health, and emergency medicine. In my daily practice, I manage and follow up patients living with diabetes and other chronic conditions. So what I'm sharing with you right now is not just theory, it's real practical experience from the front line of patient care. In this video, you'll learn how your daily food choices directly impact on your blood sugar levels. Recent studies reveal that proper nutritional habits, including low glycemic index foods and high fiber diet, significantly improve blood sugar levels and reduce your chances of long-term metabolic risks. Let's get into it after the short introduction. So first of all, I want to share with us the best foods that control blood sugars naturally. If you're diabetic or if you're trying to reduce weight or your blood sugar levels, then this will be a really important segment for you. So the first category of foods I'm going to talk about are the high fiber meals. Increasing your dietary intake of fiber is directly associated with improved insulin sensitivity. This usually happens mainly because high fiber meals reduce post-meal carbohydrate absorption, and this eliminates the risk of blood sugar spikes after eating. Among such meals include beans, lentils, spinach, oats, collard greens. Collard greens are the equivalent of Sukuma wiki in Kenya or in the African setup, traditional vegetables, green grams, and other low glycemic index meals. A meta-analysis that was published by the Lancet established that increasing daily fiber intake to 25 to 30 grams reduces blood sugar levels, reduces insulin sensitivity as well, and also eliminates diabetic risk by 15 to 30%. The other class of foods I want to talk about are the low glycemic index foods. Low glycemic index meals are those that don't spike blood sugar levels. I've discussed them in details in this CMA that I did for medical students. You can go and check more about that if you want to learn more about them. But they release glucose slowly and steadily. Studies indicate that they significantly reduce complication risks by reducing HbA1c by 0.5%, which is clinically significant. These foods include brown rice, brown whole maize meal, these are traditional ugali in Kenya, whole grains, sweet potatoes, and many more. You can find more about them in this video that I did here. The third class of foods I want to talk about are the green, leafy, and non-starchy vegetables. Studies indicate that a daily intake of leafy greens is associated with 14% risk reduction of type 2 diabetes mellitus. Leafy greens are natural antioxidants, and this property helps them eliminate oxidative stress, which is a mechanism for insulin resistance. They therefore improve insulin sensitivity and lower carbohydrate load. Among them include kales, spinach, cabbages, Sukuma wiki in Kenya, and many other such like foods. The fourth category of foods I want to talk about are the healthy proteins. Considering healthy proteins in your diet reduces post-meal glucose spikes by up to 30%. Healthy proteins help achieve this by slowing down gastric emptying, ensuring stability of glucose release, and enhancing satiety. Healthy proteins with such benefits include beans, chicken, eggs, tilapia, and other fish meals. That is, according to our dietary setup in Kenya. You can consider this with similar types of meals in your country if you're not in the African setup. The fifth category of foods are the healthy fats. Healthy fats reduce blood sugar levels and insulin resistant markers. Examples are chia seed supplements, which are more useful in glycemic control. Other healthy fats include avocado, ground nuts, flax seeds, and of course the chia seeds, which we have talked about. The sixth type of foods I want to talk about are fruits. Whole fruits are associated with 7 to 13% reduced risk of type 2 diabetes mellitus, and this is because fiber in them slows down glucose absorption, and they include apples, pawpaws, berries, oranges, and more. Now that we have addressed foods that control your blood sugars naturally, we also need to highlight some of the meals that you should avoid to ensure your blood sugar control is not out of range. Among the foods that you need to limit in your diet include high glycemic index meals, which are carbohydrates like white bread, cakes, white rice, and mandazi, sugary drinks like soda, energy drinks, processed meals like packed snacks, instant noodles, fries, chips, and alcohol intake. All these meals should be avoided in diabetic patients and significantly limited in healthy people to reduce the risk of type 2 diabetes mellitus. In my call to action, blood sugar control requires proper metabolic risk assessment and not extreme dieting. Before eliminating carbohydrates completely, think about eating smarter. Your food choices and other nutritional habits should protect your health and reduce your risk of developing diabetes. If this video gave you clarity, if it challenged how you think about the nutritional needs of patients with diabetes, please subscribe now, because this channel is all about helping you stay ahead of the disease and not reacting to it. Share this with someone too, because you might just change their lives. And remember, diabetes doesn't start in the emergency room. It starts silently, and the earlier you look, the more you can change the outcome. Thank you.